Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the NSL podcast. This is episode 5. Big milestone right here. As always, got myself, John Hammer, who is in contact with us in Colorado. So you got to bear with him. Might be a little bit laggy. Then, as always, we got Matt Rooney. And later today, we're going to have Erick Heyer-Fogelberg joining us. So stay tuned if you want to listen to a fire rap.
Some diss tracks.
Yep. So first off, we're going to have Matt introduce the first topic, which is going to be the expansion team.
All right. So as you guys all know, Aiden Nugent dropped out just a week before starting. Kind of a tough move for the league to have to deal with now. But so we did some reshuffling and added a team. So Matt, Hano, and Grant is Team Kyle. Cam, Vu, Gavin, Jack, Team Cam. Charlie, Henry, Chris, and Zach, Zhang. And then the fifth team, the expansion team, is Care, Will, Rooney, Sonny, and Kenny. So to start, probably the biggest move was Jack taking Dorval's spot on Team Cam. So Hammer, what do you have to say about that? Will that help Team Cam, hurt Team Cam, or what?
I have to say that's gonna big time hurt them. Jack is somehow a worse version of Dorval. He takes just as many, probably if not more shots, but not as many go in. So I think that's a big dagger to them because they really needed someone who could pass the ball if they were going to get rid of Dorval. But on the flip side, Dorval moving to Ian, Nate, and Zhang, I think that'll really help them out. They now have a better shooter. Too much of what they call a stick in the league, where he just kind of stands there, hopes for the best. Not a big athlete, can't really do much. So Dorval is definitely a big help for them.
Cam was given the option between Sonny or Jack, and he chose Jack, which is sort of surprising considering Jack and Cam are somewhat similar. So, Sam, you think that was the wrong decision?
I think
Horrible.
Cam might have been looking for trade value in that situation. Also, I feel like Cam's not super high on Sonny. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember Cam not thinking Sonny's that good.
It's fair. So, Hammer, for you, who's the biggest winner of this reshuffling? It can be a captain or a team or a player.
Big winner is the team that picked up downtown Kenny Brown. I think they've got a pretty secure body down there. And also, of course, Team Ian gaining Dorval for Nugent. I think that would be a great trade for him if Nugent didn't flake on the league. Big pussy move, by the way, by him. And I think that expansion team will actually work well together. If Will Rooney is as good as Big Roon hypes him up to be, that's going to be a great team. I don't think he'll live up to those expectations. And they don't really have a number 2 shooter. Will Rooney's going to have to take over. So that's probably going to be the last place team. But he comes out as a superstar. We could see big things out of them.
It's on Will. So, Sam, who's the biggest loser in all this?
Ooh, biggest loser. I think I'd have to go Dorval maybe, because he went from team who is clearly, in my opinion, in the lead to a team that's subpar average. But I think Dorval will be fine because he likes his teammates, his new teammates.
Yeah, I'm with that. So on a different note, so yesterday Thomas Rooney claimed that he's better than half of the mini league. So I just want to have each of you guys just list the players that you think Thomas is better than, if any. So Hammer, do you want to go first? What players is Thomas Rooney better than?
I think the one player that Thomas Rooney could beat in a one-on-one or just more dominant than is your team captain, Gal Bloom. Gal, I'm sorry you have to hear this when you're editing, but I think Tommy could give you the works. Down low at the three-point line on defense, better all-around player. Yeah, it's a big glasses duel there. I think Tom has the edge, more fancier glasses, but he'll definitely take the win.
You think Ian, Cam, Zhang, those guys are better than Thomas Rooney?
Yeah, Cam overall might not be better, but I think Tom just doesn't have the size yet.
Yeah, that's fair. 6 years younger. So Sam, you want to give me your list of the players who are worse than Thomas?
I think no one is worse than Thomas in 3v3. I think in 1v1, Thomas could get some wins, but 3v3, Thomas just doesn't have the size. Couldn't guard anyone. Like, he's fast, but someone could switch onto him and block him every time down low. So
Yeah, it'd be tough for him to score with like help D and stuff.
yeah.
All right, so final question on league expansion. Hammer, can you give me your top team right now and then your worst team?
Bottom team is going to be the new team: Carroll, Rooney, Sonny, and Kenny. Anyone who's guarded by Kenny Brown will have a day. Top team used to be Team Cam, but with the addition of Jack, I would say the new top team is Team Guile. Team Guile's definitely the top team, just because I'd put at number 2. I'd go Team Charlie. Scratch that. I'm going number 2, Team Ian. Number 3, Team Charlie. 4, Cam. 5, Team Care.
Holy smokes. Jack doesn't really fit on that team at all, but
not at all.
Because Vood and you are both like shooters, and Jack doesn't really bring much on D. He brings some scoring, but they don't really need that. But so you have them going all the way to the 4th best team. It's crazy.
Yep.
Sam, do you want to give your order real quick before we move on?
Yeah, I think it's tough to judge, but to be honest, I think expansion team's going to go number 1. They're shooting up all the way to the top. Woo! I think if you look at expansion team versus Team Kyle matchups, I think Will can lock down Matt for sure.
Oh.
He knows his play style. Sonny is aggressive enough to guard Hano. Care would just absolutely destroy Kyle. And then Kenny and Grant are like even.
All right. So they're the best team. Who do you have as worst?
Worst team? I think Team Ian got better. But I don't know if I'd put them last. I think as of now, I got to go with Team Charlie for worst.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far Henry can take them. All right, so that wraps up the league expansion. We're 10 days away from seeing how these teams really are. So yeah, we'll be back in a sec. All right, guys, so we are going to do a little NBA comparison segment instead of our normal buy or sell. So I'm going to say an NSL player in the mini league, and then Hammer or Sam, whoever I ask, will give me their NBA comparison with a little bit of analysis and reasons why. All right, so I'm going to start with Sam. You want to give me your player comp for Charlie Lewis?
Yeah, so for Charlie, I'm going to go with the player who has similar hair. Going to go with Steven Adams on the Thunder, I believe. So they're both pretty physical players, They get down the paint. Definitely not all-stars. I don't think Charlie's going to be an all-star this year. But they're still pretty respected throughout the league. Both physical players. Nothing fancy, though.
A good one. Good big man comparison. All right. Hammer, you want to give me yours for Nathan?
Yeah. Before I start, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sam. Steve Adams, a lot more respected than Charlie, much better player. But, that's a big spicy P, Pascal Siakam. They both have a little bit of finesse without being like too athletic. Their athleticism's there, but it's a little funky. They're like the southpaws of the league. Everything's there, but it's a little off at the same time. If you see Nate go up for a floater, it's questionable every time. Could come down with a rolled ankle. Both lanky, quick guys. So solid compare there.
Yeah, I buy that. Sam, can you give me an Aiden Nugent comparison here?
Sure. So for Aiden, I'm gonna go with Al Horford. He's pretty big guy, not super athletic, but he's got the whole package. He can defend multiple positions. He can play down low. Pretty good shooter. And sticking with the hair theme, Aiden used to be kind of bald, so they're similar in that aspect. But overall, I think their play style is very similar.
All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Hammer, Eric Zhang. It's gonna be interesting.
For Zhang, I'm bringing two comparisons. One's more of a traditional, and then one's a fan favorite. So with our traditional one, we're going JaVale McGee. Big fella. I think they both do well. Like, oh, kind of yells at their teammates. Neither of them are too very fancy or good in the league. I don't know. I was trying to find a nice word, but yeah, neither are too good. JaVale's a big man though. But the more fun comparison we got is Big Yabusele from the Celtics. Shout out you Gav for that one. Just both big ass players. Big calves. That's all we need.
All right. So down to our final two. So Sam, can you give me one for Chris Ing?
Yeah, for Chris, I'm gonna go with the light skin. I think he's light skin, Lonzo Ball. They're both very good passers, pretty lanky guards. Definitely on the rise in the league, in my opinion. I think Chris is gonna have a great year compared to previous 3 or 4 years. So I think that's a good comparison. And also, you could say some of their family members are similar, right, John?
All right, so if we're going Chris as Lonzo Ball, I think we're going to have to go for a little family connection. I'm going to put Big Hon Dog at the LeVar Ball position. You know what they say, Chris's father, always in the league. So Big Hono talks a lot of talk, as we know from this offseason. No one's really ever seen him back it up, though, except for Big Gabo defending that man like slobbery seconds. Yeah, and if I was going to put Hano as maybe a MLB comparison, this is, former Hano. We got the old Panda, Pablo Sandoval. Big fella, fan favorite, perfect comparison.
All right.
Bonus comparison, we got Gabo and LaMelo Ball.
Oh, family. Hana, Chris. All right, so that concludes the NBA comp segment.
All right, everyone. So we have Erick Heyer-Fogelberg joining us now. So we're going to ask him a couple questions. Then, as always, we got some trivia. And then we got a special wrap from Eric after trivia. So you guys got to stay tuned till the end.
That's right.
So first, we have John Hammer, who's going to start off with some questions for Eric.
All right, Fogel, I'll probably ask you two questions here. My first one's going to be, I'm sure you know, Big Nuge dropped the league to go live with you. Not sure why he did that. But do you have any comment on him saying that it's your fault that he had to leave?
I was completely unaware that Aiden blamed it on me. Definitely not my fault. I'd say it's a collective fault. It's more that, if we want to have a place to live next year, he's going to have to come. So, I mean, if he wants to add to Chicago's homeless population, that's fine. We already have enough of those people here. But it's, sacrifices have to be made. That's life. I figured that he would still be able to play in the mini league, but I wasn't aware of this. But it's certainly not my fault. That's bullshit.
Fogel, my second and final question for right now is going to be: if you were in the league, in this mini league, where do you think you would place? So we have like the Rooney, the Vood, the Henry level. Do you think you would be right there with them against this weak competition?
Are we saying Rooney, Vood, Henry are like top three, and then Nate's right? Nate's following, right? I would say I'm more in the Nate realm, the Nate conversation, like the Nate Dorv. I don't know. Sometimes I can go Rooney, Henry, David, but I'm very inconsistent when it comes to that high level of play. So I'd place myself more in the Nathan Greenstein realm.
It's modest. Modest. Sam, do you have any questions for Fogel? For the Smurf?
Hmm. I don't think I have any now. I was trying to think of some, but I don't have any.
Professional, Sam. Very professional.
All right. Fogel, you and Charlie have been pretty good friends for a really long time.
Mhm.
And he's been sort of pissing off a lot of people in the league, talking about how good he's going to be this year. So, do you think he's good at all? Like, what the?
All right. Well, I know Chucky Lewis got that signature shot ever since he started playing NAA in like 7th grade. You know, it's kind of a fadeaway. It's like a fadeaway and a layup. It's pretty goofy. It's only something that Chuck could come up with. If he starts hitting that, maybe. But I think his up in weight is definitely significant. Because you know, there's a lot of skinny boys in the league, and they oftentimes get thrown around. It's just if Charlie can finish in the paint and grab boards, he will be a very significant body on the floor.
Interesting. Hammer, you got anything?
Yeah. So Fogel, I'm not sure if you have heard anything about this, but there's word around the league that you've been kind of moving up in the drug levels. So obviously you're a big weed guy, but we have word that you're going to like injectables, maybe heroin type thing, and that you could be looking into the selling to NSL, try and throw people off their game. Do you have anything to say about that?
No comment. No, I'm kidding. Injections? Fuck no. That is like totally beyond. I don't know where you heard that shit from, John. I know you probably pulled out of your fucking big butthole, but I would never go near heroin at all. I know people that have had their families and lives affected by this, and it is just something that is way too scary for me. Stick to pot, bro. Harry Potter.
Fogel, I'm on the 2015 website, and there's an article that was published that says, Fogel now a dealer too. And this was on June 22nd, 2015. You were apparently caught trying to sell weed by Mary Lewis, and there's proof of it. What, like, was that true? Or those habits of the past?
This is a goddamn hatchet job. That's what this is. I was not selling weed. I was buying. Oh my god! I went down the street to buy a wooden carved bowl made by Nico Theophanis. I was not selling or buying weed. And Mary Lewis, literally perfect timing. You can't make this up. She
That's
just
a
drove
rat move
straight by.
right there.
What'd you say, John?
Yeah.
Little snitch move on big Nico Theophanis.
Yeah, and I don't think
6'9"
Charlie
action.
Lewis stood up for me whatsoever. He was like, "Yeah, Mom, he probably was selling drugs." Fuck me. But it was I was buying a bowl, and we made it look like he was selling me a video game, but it looked kind of sketchy. We were just standing out there like handing each other shit, and she literally drove by at the perfect time. But you can't make that up.
Oh, Charlie texted you saying, "Don't come back." You said, "Okay," and then he said, "My mom says you're banned forever."
Yes.
She saw you selling. So, like, who do we believe, Mary Lewis or Fogel?
I've literally never sold any drugs in my entire life, for the record. I'm strictly recreational. Plus, I've been back to Charlie's house many times since then, so obviously something changed.
So she was bluffing. Maybe you sold her some.
I had no comment on that. No comment on that.
All right. Hammer, Sam, any more questions for Fogel, or should we move on to trivia?
Eric, can we expect to see you in the summer league this year?
Yes. So after I figure out what I'm gonna do for my apartment next year, which we're getting some more information on that in about 2 to 3 weeks. So once I know when I have to move, then I can totally decide when I'm coming back. And I'm planning on coming back for most of the summer if I can.
Awesome.
And I would love to be a part of the league, of course.
So that ends it. We're going to move on to trivia quick, and then stay tuned. After trivia, we got a little rap coming from Fogel over here. All right, guys, we're back. We got some trivia between Sam, Hammer, and Fogel. So far, the guest has won twice. Sam and Hammer have each won once. So can Fogel keep that alive for the guests? So first question. So back in 2017, when we had those jerseys, Hano was the captain of the blue team in that team at Spidell. So who was not on the Hano Spidell team that year? Kenny Brown, Charlie Lewis, Kerr Patel, and Aiden Leary. Which player was not on Hano's team that year? Once again, Kenny Brown, Charlie Lewis, Kerr, Aiden Leary. Oh, Vogel answering quick. Oh, Sam too.
Because I'm pretty sure I remember who I had on my team. I don't know. I don't know if I got that right. I hope I did.
Let's see, Vogel. Let's see.
It's my gut reaction.
Gotta always trust the gut.
I have
All
a
right,
second
so-
choice, though, for sure.
The answers are in. John says Charlie Lewis. Sam and Vogel both say Kenny Brown. And the correct answer, Kenny Brown.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Vogel and Sam.
Do I get points for answering lightning fast?
You get pride points.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, so year one, out of these 4 players I'm about to say, who had the worst 3-point percentage? Okay?
Okay.
Year one, who had the worst 3-point percentage out of these players? Grant Yee, Cam Forster, Jack Whalen, Henry Russo.
That's a tough one.
It's again Grant, Cam, Jack, Henry. Who had the worst 3-point shooting percent? All right, 2 people are in.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this out. No, wait. I'm gonna throw this one out. Okay.
Okay, Sam and Hammer said Henry. Vogel goes Cam, and the correct answer is Cam Forster.
oh.
Dang.
That was
Almost
very
said Grant. I almost
Ooh.
said Grant.
Yeah, Grant would have been probably my guess. But damn, that was impressive. You got that, Vogel. That was kind of like a trick question because Cam's a sharpshooter now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. It was gonna be a trick.
Okay, so next question. So year one, 3 different players recorded a triple-double. One of those players is me. Shout out me. Who were the other 2
That. What was it again?
that recorded a triple-double? So I'm gonna say the options. Who are the other 2
One?
players? David and Nathan, David and Aiden, Jack and Edie, or Edie and Chris? Once again, David and Nathan, David and Aiden, Jack and Edie, Edie and Chris.
This one's tough.
Who else? Who are the other 2 who got triple doubles? All right, Sam and John are in.
That'll be
Answers are
tough
in.
because I feel like it would have to be the one with David, but it could be another trick question. I'm gonna go with my gut instinct.
Vogel. So all right, so the answers are in. 3 different answers. Love it. Vogel goes David and Nate. Sam goes Jack and Edie. John goes Edie and Chris, and the answer is Jack and Edie.
Wow.
Sam got it. Vogel. The obvious answer is that one. Like it's
Yeah.
surprising Boo didn't get it, but Edie just played for assists and rebounds. I feel like.
Be true.
And I don't know how Jack got the rebounds or assists, but whatever. So right now, Hammer is 0 for 3. Sam and Vogel have each gotten 2 right. So we got 2 more questions.
Oh my
Go.
god. Oh my god.
So you know how in 2017 we had the like Team Hana with an emoji in the middle of it? There was an emoji on all the logos. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, like it would be an emoji from your phone keyboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well,
So-
what other emojis are there? My bad.
What was Nate's emoji on his team? So for his team, skeleton, swords, a goat, or a ghost?
I'm on a
Can you need me to
podcast.
repeat it, Fogel?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to the protest.
Oh, looking at it?
Sorry, I have another correspondent with me here.
Ooh.
Jake Wazlevitz,
Oh, it's good. Waz.
letting me get some
Waz.
nicotine.
Follow me to that. Once again, a skeleton, sword, a goat, or a ghost.
That's the easiest one you asked so far.
Whoa, Fogel, Fogel's gonna get it wrong probably. All right. So Hammer says skull. Sam and Fogel say goat. The correct answer is goat.
Oh.
Hammer, you're on that team, bro.
My team too.
So Hammer's 0 for
I
4.
forgot.
Hammer is the
Sam
least
Vogel
used
three
tool
for
in the
four.
toolbox right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
Colorado elevation.
Step up. Last point worth 10 points.
Shit, wait, what happens if we have a tie between Sam and Fogel? Do I have to come up with another one?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Tiebreaker.
We'll come up with another. We got
Should we
tie.
do
win. I
whoever
win.
answers the last one faster?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll say that.
Is this the last one that's coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one. So, all right. So, Sam and
Wait,
Fogel are both
wait.
tied with 3. To prevent a tiebreaker, whoever's text I receive faster on the last one. Henry,
What? Last question worth 5 points.
Sam and Fogel, do you agree?
Sure.
No.
I think this is too big of a blowout to give Hammer a chance right now.
Oh, I don't agree to the 5 points. I agree to the timing.
All right, Hammer, sorry. Denied.
It's fine.
Denied. The Hammer hate is real. So, all right. So, to prevent the tie, like I was saying before, whoever responds first out of Sam or Fogel, whether they get it right or not, will win the tie. So, if they will decide the tiebreaker. So, if they both get it right, whoever texts first wins. If they both get it wrong, whoever texts first wins as well. Okay?
Sure.
Or do you not want to do the second part?
I'm good with whatever
We
you
can do
guys
that. We can do
have. I'm
that.
fine.
Okay. So we're back. Final question. We're not back. We're still here. So in 2018, the year after senior year, we made a bunch of shirts. So there was the Kingdom, Zhang Dynasty, the Apollos, and Goon Squad. So, and on the back of the Kingdom shirts, they had a nickname. Okay, that was chosen by the player. So, what did the back of Zach's shirt say that year? Big Baller, Trump, KD, or Retsef? Big Baller, Trump, KD, or Retsef? So, Fogel, Sam, Hammer, send those in.
I already know what Fogel answered.
Wrong chat.
Fogel, put in the main chat.
No, I sent it straight to you, Matt.
Oh, okay. All right. John said Trump. Fogel said Katie. Sam said Trump, and the answer is Trump.
No!
Eric.
I remembered
That is
seeing the
wild.
KD on it, bro. Shit.
Oh, it had a KB patch on it
Oh,
for
what the
Kyle.
That was kind of a little bit of a trick.
As Yegev Levy would say, shit.
Sam,
I don't give a
congrats, man.
shit.
Go.
Fogel defeated. Fogel, that was a good job.
Eh,
Hammer, well done.
it's okay.
All right, so after the break, Fogel will be back dishing out his rhymes.
So after those fun segments, we have what everyone's really here to see. Big Heyer-Fogelberg is going to be coming in with some mean raps, roasting none other than Greg Barron and Yegev Levy. So listen up. If we could get a producer to make this live, let's get this thing going.
Okay, here we go. So I got a few one-liners throughout there. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start with my 3 Greg ones, then I'll move into Yegev territory. Okay. When Greg gets head, he got dudes sucking on him like the tap on top of keg. That third leg, more like a second pinky. Tiny fucking thing always be flopping like a slinky. Okay, next one. One girl been through the ringer with his finger. Want to get it wet so he could shoot inside his tadpoles. Thought he found the pussy, but he put it in the asshole. That's a true story.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now moving into Yegev territory. Yegev exploring Mia like Dora, but you and I know he'd rather read the Torah. Okay. All right, this is my last one. Dresses like he fits. You know he does the cross. Any team that has Yegev has ultimately lost. Yo, this that NSL rap. Watch out. Yo, Henry, instead of throwing dimes, he throwing pennies. Jack Pumper playing on the court like he's sipping Henny. Oh. My rhymes are super wetty. Unlike Nathan's shot, he does that shit for Netty. You know my shit goes in. Yegev's dick is motherfucking super fucking thin. Said the F word too many times. I'm throwing dimes. I'm coming up with all these sweet rhymes. You know the players in the league committing crimes like Yegev, fighting Edie. You know I like that baked ziti. All right, give me. Hold on.
Pause this part. Yeah, Fogle, this is so good.
Ryan McLaughlin, his shot's kind of smacking, but every time he tries to do a dribble move, we laughing. Oh yeah, goes to the hoop. You know I'm in that fucking Chicago loop. Yeah, I'm far away, but my spirit and NSL it gon' stay. Ricky from 3, she licking on me. Hit me at first, now you getting picky. Whoa, you know he's the worst. His dick's so. Oh fuck! I almost said it was big. This is so hard. Okay. Thomas Rooney thinks he could beat anyone in mini league, but you know that he's just a fucking mini me. So he's trash. He's got a fucking bony ass like Grant Yee. That dude can't even pull it from 3. Be airballing. You know, on the court, Mr. Hano playing whack though. He tries to stick up his finger inside my asshole. That shit is fucked up. Trying to get my luck up. You know he wants to get all of these dudes in this league sucked up. Yo, with his tongue. Now I'm having fun. This shit ain't written, it's coming up off my lungs. Oh, off the top. Fuck Newton Cops. Yo, Zhang always shooting off the backboard. Think he should go back to the motherfucking blackboard. Write out someplace with chalk. Dude's got some fucked up shit in his walk. Legs too big. Fucking calves larger than a motherfucking. All right. Both of his calves larger than an actual calf. That's a baby cow. Kind of what Zhang does now. Oh yeah, he's got more hair on his balls than my unibrow. Yo, I'm a fucking slay. NSL came to play. Last time I played was when I was crossed. The other team surely lost. Tell him who's the boss, it's Fogle. I'm a motherfucking mogul. Oh, you know who sucks? Not Ian. Ian Harris, the best in the league. He's a role player that's good for you and me. On the team of Matt Rooney. Oh yeah, I'm like Sloth from the Goonies. You know I'm always drinking Trulies. Fuck White Claws. GB gets lost in the sauce. Boulder, Colorado is far away. I'm sorry, I'm out.
All right, Eric, thank you for joining us today from Chicago. Very appreciated. Do you have any final words before we sign out?
Yeah, you know, Chicago's a big basketball town, so it's just every day I'm reminded of how we're being deprived of NSL right now. And I just hope that we can get back to this beautiful thing that we've created all together that's just pulling us all together year after year after our separation.
All right, well said. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode.
Love you, Fogle.
Woo!